Hello, Hacienda La Puente. This is Ricardo, one of your Tectosas, and today I'm going to introduce you to a program called Microsoft Booking. So what is Microsoft Booking? If you are familiar with something like Calendly, basically it's a simple way for you to organize and schedule and manage appointments. So let's say that you set this up on Canvas. I've just added a link using the redirect tool to my Microsoft Booking, and my students or parents can come in here and schedule an appointment with me. This particular one is for an hour, and once they schedule it, I'll get it on my email. It will add it on my Outlook calendar, and I'll be able to start the meeting from Outlook, and it also will send them an email so they can actually see that appointment in their email too. So how do we set up Microsoft Booking? So all teachers and staff at Hacienda La Puente have access to Booking. I'm going to Office 365, and notice that for me, it's at the bottom right here, Bookings, okay? If you don't see it, just click and go to All Apps. And when you do that, it's going to show you all of the apps, okay? Let's go to Bookings. So once you're in Bookings, this is what it looks like, okay? By default, there's not going to be anything here. You're not going to have a picture in here. You're not going to have any type of assignments yet or schedules yet, but we're going to create one right now, okay? So what I will recommend is start from the bottom up. So let's go to business information, okay? So depending on what you're doing, so for you, it could just be, I don't know, Mr. Resino's office hours, right? You could add your address, your number, right? And on website URL, what I will recommend for you to do is to actually add your Zoom personal link, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because Bookings works with Microsoft Teams by default. So if you don't want to be doing your meetings in Microsoft Teams and you want to continue to use Zoom, just go ahead and go to ClassLink, open your zoom.us, go to profile, and please don't use your personal meeting ID. You don't want to put that out there to the world. Instead, go to personal link and use that. If you never set this up, you can customize it and just add your name. So it could be Mr. Resino's over here, and just copy that. Okay. And now we're going to go back to Booking, and again, under website URL, go ahead and throw it there. Okay. You don't need to worry about private policy URL unless you want to, or terms and conditions unless you want. Business type, just education, and currency, just leave it as it is. It's going to ask you to add a business logo. You can see how narcissist I am. I have a picture of myself. I'm just playing. You can change this. Okay, go change. Go to upload new logo. And maybe I just want to add a logo of Hacienda La Puente. So I could do that. If you have the logo on your desktop, you can just go find it. I'm just going to find it for this particular. Okay, and I can just click it and open, and it's going to open that particular logo and change it. Okay, so you could do that if you want to. Okay, I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna leave it like it is, but now you have a logo and you've set up your business information. Do not forget to change your business hours if you need to. So notice that I have mine set up from 8. I could change this to 8 o'clock if I want to, right, to 3. Okay, and you can add them, delete, and so on and so on. This is pretty straightforward. So once you've done it, make sure you save. Okay. So once that we've done business information, let's go to services. So you'll notice that by default, I have a Tectosa support that I already set up. We're going to ignore that right now, okay? Let's start a brand new one, okay? So the way you will do it is go to add a service. Let's click that. And then for this particular one, I'm going to call it office hours, okay? And over here, I can give a description. Okay, this could have been tech support if NCS was doing this as a department, but I'm just going to call it office hours description. I'm going to add a location. Remember, I want to keep using Zoom. Okay, so because I want to keep using Zoom, I'm going to take my personal link and throw it in there. Okay, now if you want to start using the online meeting that comes with Booking, you can turn that on, and what that will do is it will create the meeting using Microsoft Teams. I know some teachers are not comfortable with Microsoft Teams yet, so if you don't want to turn that on, you again just throw in your link for Zoom right here, and do not use your personal meeting ID. Use instead the personal link. Okay, so I did that. So again, but if you wanted to use Teams, you can just turn that on. Then you're going to tell it how long your meeting is going to be. I have it set up to an hour, but maybe I want to just make half an hour meetings. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, I want to have some buffer time between the meetings. Okay, so maybe I want to have 10 minutes to get ready before each meeting. I can turn that on. And also I want to have 10 minutes afterwards. So I want to turn that on. Okay, and then I will say that a best practice is to let customers manage their appointments. So let's say a student has to cancel or a parent has to cancel. They actually can go into their booking and cancel it themselves, and you will get an email, okay? And then the maximum of attendees, if you're doing like a group meeting, you can switch it to whatever you want to over here. I'm gonna leave it 1 because I want a one-on-one support, okay? And then the default price, leave it to price not set, okay? Over here, you can add notes just to your team if you were doing this for a department like NCS, but if it's just for you, you might want to use this or not. Okay, you can also modify the custom fields. So if by default, just to give you an idea, I have it set up that I need a customer email, so they get an email about the appointment and I get one too. You don't have to have the phone number required, so just leave it blank. Okay, so you don't have to have it on if you don't want to. Okay, either you can just turn it off. Okay, but I want the phone to show up as an optional. Customer address, you can take it off. Okay, customer notes, you can take it off or leave it, but it's not required unless you make it require. Okay. And notice that I added a custom field, reason for meeting, okay? And the way you do that is you can just basically come in here and add a question, and you can add one right there. Once you're done, you're gonna go ahead and save, okay? I'm not going to save. Mine is good like I want, like it is, okay? You can add reminders, okay? So I want my booking to remind the person that I'm meeting with a day before, and I can also add an email reminder to myself if I wanted to. And then maybe I want to do it 15 minutes before, so I know that a meeting is coming up. Okay, so now my customer or student or parent is going to get a reminder a day before, and I'm going to get one 15 minutes before. And you can add as many as you want. Over here, you can add additional information if you wanted to. Don't forget to click on my Zoom link, or don't forget to go to Teams, right? Whatever it might be, okay? And this is a cool feature. You can enable text messages. So if a parent put a phone number in, they will get text messages in here, okay? And then I will leave everything the same. I wouldn't change anything, okay? In here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So we can go ahead and save. Okay, now under staff, if it's just you, you're gonna be here by default and you don't have to do anything. You could come in here, click the pencil and change the way it looks, add your phone number and so on, but you don't wanna change anything. But maybe I'm doing this for a department and I want to have the rest of my department in here. Okay, so I can add, notice that Teresa's already there, and I can come in here and I can add Robert Yamasaki. So he's also a member of my team, and I'm going to save this. And why am I doing this? I'm going to show you why I'm doing this, okay? Because now I'm going to show you. I'm going to skip customers for a second. I'm going to go to my booking page. So my booking page, I have it published right now. Yours is not going to be published. You can unpublish and you can also embed. Completely up to you, okay? But over here, you can change things. You can also connect it to social media if you want to, but you can change the theme to different colors. I'm going to leave mine blue, okay? You can set it up to require a Microsoft 365 account to be able to use it to set up meetings. I'm going to leave that blank because some of our parents might not have an Office 365, or students don't have an email and Outlook. They have it on Google. So leave that off. And then you can turn this on or off. It's up to you. Disable direct search engine. People cannot find it on the web if you set it up. And over here, if you wanted to show a customer consent, you could. Okay, I wouldn't change anything here. And notice on the bottom, okay, email notifications. I want to send a meeting invite to the customer that books it. Okay, in addition to the confirmation email. You don't have to put that on, but I'm gonna leave it on. And you can send it to, have it send it to you, but by default, it's already sending one. So turn this off, okay? And then allow customers to choose specific person for the booking. So if it's just me, this will be off, okay? But if I want people to be able to select between me, Teresa, or Robert, I will turn this on and everything else stays the same, and I save and publish. So now what I want you to see is that if a person goes to my booking page, okay, they're going to see my tech support that is just me, but they can also see office hours, the 30-minute one that I created. I'm going to click there, okay? And notice that it's going to look for the calendar and the available times right here. They're going to select. And now, if it was just you, it'll just be you. But now, if it's a department like NCS, they can come in here and select the person they want to meet with. So in this case, I'm not available at that time, but maybe Teresa or Robert is. So they can click on here and they can go ahead and add their name, their email, and the reason why they're meeting and book it. And the moment they book it, what happens is that you, as the person that is getting booked, is going to get an email. Let me show you what that looks like. Sorry, let me go to the right one. Okay, let me show you just my email so you can see it. So you will get an email that says the following. I'll show you. A new booking has been done. Okay, and it will show you all of the info on it. Okay, and if you go to calendar, just to show you, it's going to put it in your calendar, which is such a great feature to have. I'm gonna go to the 30th. It's right here. I can come in here and just start my meeting right from here. And not only that, but I want to show you what it looks like for the person that booked it. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. The person that booked the meeting is also going to get an email that they can just add to their calendar. Okay, so it's always going to be there, and they're also going to get this other email that shows all of the info that they did the booking, when they did it, what the time, and how they can go to the appointment too. Okay, so this is just a brief overview of Booking and how it works. If you have any questions, please contact any of your Tectosas. Oh, one more thing, sorry. So now that I have the booking, right, what if I wanna add it to my email address? So you probably have seen my Calendly one. When someone gets an email from me, just to give you an idea, they have the ability to just basically go to my email, right, and click on if you need an appointment over here, and it opens my booking. It used to be Calendly, now it's Booking. Okay, so this is very easy to do. You just basically go to settings, signature. Okay, you add your signature, and then let's say that you wanted to make something be linkable. You would just go here, okay, add a link, and then throw the link for your booking right there. Okay, I'm not gonna do it right now, but that's the way you would do it. Okay, that's the way you would do that. Okay, and then how would you add it to Canvas? Okay, how did I do that? Very simple. Okay, I went to settings, I went to apps, I went to redirect tool. Okay, I clicked it, I added app, I can call it office hours. I will throw the URL for my bookings page right here. Okay, and I'm throwing the wrong one right now, so let's go get it. It's right here. So let's copy it. Remember, you can also copy it from the actual booking. So let's go back to Canvas, throw it in here. Okay, I want to show on course navigation. Okay, and I want to force to open in a new tab. I don't want to do that. I want it to open inside. So let's click that and then add the app. And once you add it, you're going to get something exactly like this, where your booking page is going to be available. Okay, so again, this is Booking. If you have any questions, please contact any of your Tectosas. Have a great day.